So this is for the pile that picked the Amethyst. I'm telling you, this retrograde is trying me. I recorded the video and it's not posting, so I did go post it on TikTok and So we're going to start from the bottom. So first we're going to start with our energy oracle cards. So this is Door to Spirit. So this is kind of going with what we got before. Let me just back this up for a second. One moment. So Door to Spirit, this is like a peaceful transition. This is kind of going with the death card, change and transformation. Your cup runneth over. This is you being more open to spirit. This is you showing spirit that your willingness to communicate with them. This is like they've tried to communicate with you. You were open to hearing it. You heard it. And they're like, okay, they can hear me now. You know what I mean? They're open to hearing. So unless you verbally say you do not want this communication, if you started to see things and it scares you. I did this for the longest time. I literally saw my cousin and I was just like, threw the blanket over my head, and I'm just like, I never had someone reach out to me like that ever in my life, and it scared the bejesus out of me. So I feel like when things are meant to be in your life, when you're meant to be a part of something, it's like it will keep knocking and knocking until you answer the door. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people will sit there and say that this is a chosen journey. Yes, it is, because I put my energy into this, and this is where I've grown. I could have definitely pushed away from it. I could, you know what I mean? Even the first time I got channel messages, they're like, you could be a full-time healer if you want to. I've kept it. I want to frame that. First time I ever got channel messages, I still have it. I'm going to keep that always, you know? So it's just like, you know, are you open to this? Are you open to receiving? So your angel oracle card is Hello from Heaven. Your loved one in heaven is doing fine. Let go of worry and feel their loving blessings. So this could be someone that's been on your mind. I feel like maybe a recent passing. I know with someone, maybe this is with their passing, you're going to be open to spirit more. Maybe this is you. I feel like you go back to your spirituality. With myself, I like, you know, I wasn't the best, you know, student in school. I definitely was not guided in the right way, but that's fine. It's my choice. I you know, I made the bed that I lay in. But, you know, as I got older, I feel like, you know, this is where Bellamy on TikTok, this is what he talks about. He goes that he is a better student now because it's like things that he is interested in. So he's definitely got into his fitness. He's got his own supplement, or he's building his own supplement. I'm not sure if it's out yet. But it's just like, you know, he's like, I studied and I looked at all the ingredients and what I feel, you know what I mean? It's like where you are drawn to, that's where you're going to put all your energy into. That's where, you know what I mean? Where you put your energy is where you're going to grow in life. Simple. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you have lost a loved one during retrograde, I'm really sorry. It could be even a fur baby. I know with myself, a lot of people have posted their fur babies have passed, and my heart goes out to them. I can't even imagine. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh. Like, I know they're not going to live forever, but you know what I mean? In our delusional mind, we love to think that. You know what I mean? We don't talk about, you know, transformation enough. And I feel like even when our kids are young, you know what I mean? It's just like you never can imagine things like that happening, but unfortunately it does. So the Hierophant, going exactly with the Door to Spirit. I know a lot of people will say this is like a higher levels. This is usually sold as the pulpit. This is, you know what I mean? Where this is two people going before the Pope getting married. This is an engagement, a marriage. You know what I mean? But I feel like going with the Door to Spirit and Hello from Heaven, I feel like this is higher levels of communication, higher levels of thinking, higher levels of education. You know what I mean? Like, I was always told, oh, you're going to go back to school. I'm like, ugh, I hated school. You know what I mean? Not for me. But I feel like where they're talking about studying, putting your energy into something, you know what I mean? It's dedicating your, like with myself, I want to do Deborah Silverman's astrology class where you become a certified astrologist. I actually, through my job, which is so funny because like never in a million years I ever thought I would meet someone that is like-minded that way, because it's like, it's not a conversation that would usually come up. And Deborah Silverman is actually doing a conference there. I was like, oh my gosh. So it was, oh my god, I was like, I'm trying not to geek out. I'm trying to be professional. She starts laughing at me. She was so sweet. But you know what I mean? It's so nice to be with someone that's like-minded. You just like go, like you fangirl out, you know what I mean? Intuition. So this totally went all together. This is your message from Spirit saying that you're into it. Dummy, my dog just jumped at me. Come here. Speaking of fur baby, come here. He was acting weird last night. My little weird baby. Oh, go lay there. You're interrupting. He knows what I'm filming. He's such like he wants to be on video. Like, don't you dare knock it over. Yes, we're talking about you. He is such a, every video you would see him playing in the background, squeaking toys or anything. If you've been here a while, you know. But yeah, this is intuition. This is Spirit saying, so the number 22 may resonate with you. So we got 3 2s in a row, 22, 22. The number 5, change, transformation. This is your change. This is your call. This is where Spirit is being rest and rejuvenation. Maybe you've gone through that kind of transformation. Maybe death was actually literal in your life. I hope and pray not. But, this is their saying, you are being called, that you're you are not going crazy. You're hearing things. Like, I literally heard my child calling me and they were doing something else. I was just like, I thought he was laying on the couch or something. And he's upstairs with his brother. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. It's just sometimes you just hear it, Mom. And it's like, what's going on? What do you need? You know what I mean? So it's just being open to communication from Spirit. Your dreams, that's their communication with you as well. Just showing you that we're trying to communicate with you in so many ways. Birds, I'm hearing a certain bird. For me, it's a blue jay, is what I'm seeing. So blue jays may be significant to you, but are cardinals, owls, hawks, crows. It's being open to that. You know what I mean? Try to listen to see what, I know it's going to sound crazy, but try to see what they're trying to communicate to you. You know what I mean? Definitely with spring, we're in Canada, we're about to get walloped with another storm. But it's just you know what I mean? It's just being open to the freshness of the birds coming out and just life. You could definitely smell the earth and everything right now. Everything is opening up. The trees are shooting out pollen and everything. So it's just things are opening up is what Spirit is saying. Getting ready. They're showing a place that we go hiking. You know what I mean? It's getting ready to go and, on adventures again. So they're saying being open to love. Maybe this is love stepping forward. Love can come and come many ways. Maybe you're getting a new fur baby. Maybe this is a partner. They're saying kitten. Oh, good Lord. You know what I mean? But just take it one day at a time. I know sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is on our shoulders. Things come and panic us. But, take one step at a time, one day at a time. That's all we can do. With communication, don't try to force it. Just let them do what they're going to do. I put a pen and paper by my bed. It's sitting there. I have binders. I started this before Shane passed, and it's just kept going on. I'm on my 3rd binder now. And I write down, if a blessing comes in, you know what I mean? Big or small. Sometimes I feel at times it's oh my gosh, this is so trivial. But it's just when you're thankful for every little single thing that happens in your life, I feel more bigger blessings come in. Because they're so thankful for this small little thing. Imagine when we do this. You know what I mean? So it's just be open to it. I hope this blesses you good. And I'll try and do more of these pick-up cards. We'll see how well it does.